Hello viewers, welcome to the best purchase guide on YouTube. We all know that it's difficult to find the best product according to our budget. To make your purchase decision easier and to save your time, in this video our expert team picked only the finest items for you based on features, manufacturer's reputation, price and actual user feedback. So, if you choose from this list, you can be rest assured that you're buying the best product. Please check the description below for product links and updated prices. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So, let's get started.
Our number one pick is Asus ROG Strix B450F. Asus ROG Strix B450F features similar aesthetics to the X570E gaming, nothing surprising as they belong to the same lineup. The PCB is entirely black with some silver text written over it. The ROG text is prominently carved under the M.2 slot with the ROG design next to it. There is a ROG emblem designed on the CMOS cell, something interesting in our eyes. Apart from that, the rear I/O cover is also all black, with a thin blue stripe and an RGB ROG logo over it. The B450F Gaming 2 makes use of an 8+4 VRM design instead of the 6+2 on the older version. Over the VRMs, there are silver brushed metallic heat sinks to keep the thermals in check. The byproduct of sturdy power delivery paired with an excellent cooling solution is impressive overclocking abilities. However, there is no actively cooled chipset heatsink, but that's understandable since it is a feature found only in premium boards. The absence of an M.2 heatsink over the primary slot is a bit of a disappointment. Overall, this motherboard is more than capable for the Ryzen 5 3600, even when overclocked. Another upgrade over the original B450F Gaming is the memory speed. The Gaming 2 can cater up to 128GB of RAM at 4400 MHz overclocked speeds, whereas the original had 3600 MHz advertised speeds. The storage department is decent, with 2 M.2 slots and 6 SATA ports to install your HDDs and SSDs. As for PCI slots, there are 2 PCI 3.0x16 Asus safe slots and another PCI 3.0x16 slot. Apart from that, 3 PCI X1 slots are also available that make use of the older Gen 2 technology. Our second best motherboard for Ryzen 5 3600 is MSI Mag B550 Tomahawk. The B550 Aorus Master is a true enthusiast motherboard with a hefty price tag. For the average consumer, however, it might be a little out of budget. Enter MSI's flagship killer, the Mag B550 Tomahawk. With the Tomahawk, MSI has managed to bring down the price tag to a massive extent without compromising much on features. MSI has taken a minimalistic approach when it comes to the Tomahawk's aesthetics. Right off the bat, we get to see a black and gray themed PCB. The same theme is carried on to the massive heat sinks that take up a significant amount of space on the board. When companies produce a budget motherboard, they often exclude RGB lighting to minimize costs. This is not the case with the Tomahawk, as MSI has fitted RGB LEDs under the chipset heatsink. The lighting can be controlled via MSI's Dragon Center software, and it makes the board all that more pleasing to look at. The Mag B550 Tomahawk houses a 13-phase VRM configured in a 10+2+1 setting. The 60A MOSFETs are cooled by 2 chunky VRM heatsinks that perform incredibly under heavy workloads. It to a series of tests with the 3600, and were quite impressed by the Tomahawk's performance. MSI has also included M.2 Frozr shields to ensure optimal performance of your solid-state drives. A water pump header and 8 PWM/DC fan headers are also provided. Third choice in our list is MSI MPG X570 Gaming Plus. For gamers who just want to focus on playing for fun or for competition, MPG X570 Gaming Plus provides an uncomplicated and essential platform for gaming quickly with an AMD Ryzen AM4 processor. Take enjoyment in a reliable design built with Frozr heatsink design, including an extended heatsink and M.2 shield Frozr. Built for esports, streaming, and gaming. Strike fast with MSI Lightning Gen 4 PCIe. Attach ultra-fast PCIe 4.0 devices and enjoy up to 64 GB per second unidirectional transfer bandwidth. When it comes to high-performance motherboards, controlling heat is essential. The X570 chipset, with its PCIe Gen 4 capabilities, is actively cooled to sustain massive data bandwidth. The world's fastest SSDs can slow down when they get too hot. M.2 Shield Frozer extends the motherboard's heatsink over M.2 SSDs to prevent thermal throttling and sustain maximum performance. Like a dedicated sound card, Audio Boost 4 with Nahimic offers an HD audio processor, dedicated amplifier and high-quality audio capacitors, all physically isolated from the rest of the motherboard circuitry to ensure the purest audio signal to locate enemies with pinpoint accuracy. Core Boost is the latest advancement of MSI's motherboard CPU power delivery system. A reserved zone of premium power delivery components on an optimized circuit design results in a highly efficient power system capable of precise current output to the CPU. Number 4 on our side is Gigabyte B450 Aorus Pro. The B450 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi features a clean black PCB with silver heatsinks that are styled with orange accents. For a budget motherboard, the Aorus Pro has plenty of RGB to go with it. You also get several fan headers and addressable RGB headers to put on a light show. A backlit Aorus Falcon logo can be seen on the chipset heatsink. In simple words, the design is sleek, attractive and blends in quite nicely with most builds. This B450 motherboard's performance is on par with some of the premium 400 series X470 motherboards. The power delivery is robust considering the price tag, all thanks to the 11-phase VRM arranged in an 8+3 design. Heat dissipation is carried out rather amazingly by the stylish silver finished VRM heatsinks. Overclocking the Ryzen 3600 to some extent is possible on the Aorus Pro, which is an impressive feat for a budget motherboard. In our testing, we were able to find the sweet spot at 4.3 GHz and 1.212 voltage paired with the CryoRig R1 cooler. The B450 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi features a dual memory architecture with 4 XDIMM slots that support up to 128 GB of RAM. Memory overclocking is also available with officially advertised speeds of 3600 MHz. There are 3 full-length CX16 slots out of which only the first one has Gen 3 support and is armored to provide extra support for your VGA card. Last in our top 5 best motherboard for Ryzen 5 3600 list is Asus ROG Strix X570E. The Asus ROG Strix X570E gaming ATX delivers features enthusiasts crave with the utmost functionality and pure aesthetic expression. Access next-generation connectivity with integrated Wi-Fi 6, 802, 11AX, 2, 5 gigabits per second LAN, dual M.2 heatsink, USB 3, 2 Gen 2, Aura Sync RGB lighting. 5-way optimization automated system-wide tuning, providing overclocking and cooling profiles that are tailor-made for your rig. Gaming audio high-fidelity audio with Supreme FX S1220A, DTS Sound Unbound and Sonic Studio 3 to draw you deeper into the action. Asus ROG Strix X570E Gaming AM4 Zen 3 Ryzen 5000th and 3rd Gen Ryzen ATX motherboard with PCIe 4.0, Aura Sync RGB lighting, 2.5 gigabits per second and Intel Gigabit LAN, Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ax, dual M.2 with heatsinks, SATA 6 GB per second and USB 3.2 Gen 2. Digital power control and an array of power stages ensures ROG Strix X570E Gaming has the muscle to control the latest AMD Ryzen CPUs. ProCool 2 sockets are built to tight specifications to ensure flush contact with the PSU power lines and have a metal armor for improved heat dissipation. Dual PCIe 4.0 M.2 slots support up to Type 22110 and provide an SSD RAID support for an incredible performance boost. Create a RAID configuration with up to 2 PCIe 4.0 storage devices to enjoy the fastest data transfer speeds on the 3rd Gen AMD Ryzen platform. For details, let's watch more. Thanks for watching this video. Hope this guide will help you to make your decision easier. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more guide and special tips on your feed.